Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I would like to talk about the difference between GSM and GTI. So GSM is really referring to General Skill Migration and GTI is referring to Global Talent Independent Program. I would like to compare the similarities between these two programs and their differences between them. And so the similarity, they have very much three, I think they have three area of similarities. The first one, they all skill migration. So meaning someone can actually get Australian permanent visa based on their skill set. So they are not required to invest any funds to run a business. Secondly, they are not required to get job offer, or thirdly, they are not required to get married or to know someone. Right? The permanent visa can be approved simply because they are skilled person. That's one level. So one level of the similarity is that they are skill migration. Secondly, one of the area we mentioned quite a lot of time is about this occupation. So they actually want a very specific type of candidates. They are not just looking for everybody. They have that occupation list. For general GSM, they have the occupation list, and this change frequently. And the occupation list change a lot across different states. You need to actually, and they don't communicate with each other. So in order for yourself to really understand it's your occupation, your job, if someone wants you to come over here, you need to constantly search what actually want. So they have their own occupation list. And that is second area. So for GTI, they don't specifically say what kind, they don't really say what kind of occupation they want, but they set out a sectors, what kind of area they want. Basically, they want someone who's working in technology, engineering, construction, civil engineering, anything related to technology, medical tech, financial services, fintech, something like that. So they have very specific occupations as well. You have to within this few sector. So pretty much the same thing, isn't it? Occupations. They only want candidates within the sectors. Although general skill migration might extend itself to tradies. Someone who's as a carpenter, they might still get permanent visa approved. But for GTI, no, they only focus about professional jobs, not tradies. So that's a little bit area, but they still have a high demand of you have to work within their defined sectors or defined occupation list. There is a second one, as just mentioned, about the similarity. The third one is, so third similarities is that so your skill will be assessed by someone. For GSM, they don't assess your skill set until final stage, after you've got invitation, after you pass skill assessment. The Department of Home Affairs still runs final assessment on your skill set. So the GSM, GTS, GTI, they actually have one person looking after that, which is talent officer. They decide you're the skill or not. So that's three areas of similarity. Obviously, they are really different in terms of what kind of candidate they want to attract. The first level of difference of its processing time. One, for GSM, it requires really long time of processing time. You often need to wait at least 12 to 18 months in order to get permanent visa, sometimes even longer. So for GTI, the processing time much shorter. It's about 6 months. Within 6 months, you get permanent visa approved. That's one area difference. The second area of difference is a completely different design for the whole program. So GSM, you can see that's a machine makes decision. So they use a simple mathematics, add everything together to calculate if someone's higher points on that occupation slot, they will be invited. They do not care whether they are senior or not, whether they have high income earning power, whether they work in large company. They don't care about that. So they use simple math to design a summer skill or not. But for the GTI, they use human to make decisions. So basically, talent office is sitting there checking your information and checking that and make decision as a human being. So that is huge difference here. If someone designed by the team and by the machine, and the other part is designed by human. The third of the difference is that this the first stage for GSM, it doesn't require anything to do with the employability, meaning there is no requirement to demonstrate you're able to get job in Australia. Right? As long as you have high points, I don't care whether you're able to take up a same level of job in Australia. For GTI, it requires a lot. The whole program is designed to ask you a question: Are you not able to get high income job in Australia? If you're in Australia, are you still able to get high income job, maintain high income job, achieve high income job, something like that. So the huge difference is employability. It's crucially important for GTI, and you either need to demonstrate you have got job offer, you've been nominated by someone, you have personal connection, professional connection in the industry, or you are likely your skill is highly demanded in Australia, right? 3 levels of consideration: job offer, personal connection, professional connection, as well as your potential in Australia. So that's a huge difference, because GSM doesn't require you. And what the consequence of that, because of that, which means a lot of candidates, when they come to Australia, there's someone who's got high point, not necessarily a high skill person, which means after they come to Australia, they could not secure high income job. And because they can't even go back to their work when they were nominated, the same occupation they were nominated, they give up really early stage. Lots of candidates could not secure GSM candidate could not secure job after insurance. I mean a professional job they used to do. So that is a huge difference. I think I really want to emphasize the difference between someone believes you're not talented. So this type of GTI is not looking for someone who's talented. In fact, it's looking for someone who's a talent. So the talented, the wording and the interpretation for these two words are completely different, because interpretations under social context. For talented, if you are talented people, or if we are looking for talented people, you have to be very much gifted. You have to be very much gifted. You have to have a special ability, right? That's talented. So we are not looking for talented people. We are looking for talents. So within our job market, the talents is actually referring to professionals, right? For example, someone as a recruitment agency, they might call themselves a talent company, right? Or if someone is a recruitment agent, the activity getting people to get job, finding people to get job is really about talent acquisition. You can see that talents here has meaning of that within the social context, has meaning of about employment instead of talented. So this particular program is not looking for someone 1% of talents, nothing to do. Obviously, if you're at 1%, perhaps you're not watching my YouTube anyway, right? I don't know what you're gonna watch, but you perhaps you already got something out of that. You won't need my help. But we are actually not looking for 1% of talents. We are looking for a talented person. We are looking for 10% of professionals. 10% of professionals. So they are actually not, they are still employees or self-employed. They are still doing their work, and they're just being exposed to international project, and they have really good performance in the past, and they're capable to solve problems. So someone who's actually a little bit beyond and above their peers be considered talents in this area. So I understand there's a lot of misunderstanding, misconception in this area. This is the very reason I try to educate the market and trying to tell the story about and share our experience this area. I believe we are actually ahead of everybody now. And for me, I'm passionate of working this area, because I'm not just seeing myself, helping candidates get permanent visa. Myself really focusing about to get talents to start working and contribute to our industry. And it's a very important part of work is really about how we actually see this as a solving problem. Because if a company could not secure employees, and employees could not secure job, there's a huge gap between these two. And we're very much passionate about solving this problem. So I am very much interested about candidates project, what they did in the past, the company's background, why the company can succeed, why some of the startup company, it only took 3 years, they can then acquire huge market share. And then we really understand about that. This is the reason we really see this is not talented type of visa, it's actually talents visa. We refer you are professional, all right? You've been doing really good in your own job, and you're not 9 to 5 people, 9 to 5 kind of normal employee. You have your initiative. You have been doing a little bit more, and think a little bit more in the past, thought a little bit more in the past, and had took some initiative. Now, alright, so I just compared, so in this video, I just compared the difference between GSM and then GTI program. I compared I mentioned similarities between them. They are still skill system. They are processed by different team, but the skill migration system, you're not required to get job offer, anything like that. I also mentioned about differences. Differences if you get processing time difference. Secondly, the difference is who's actually make decision, machine or people. And third difference will be therefore whose age, what kind of candidate we are attracting. So for GSM, we want high point people. For GTI, we want professional, with highly skilled professionals. All right, thank you very much for watching. If you have any problem, questions, feel free to contact us. And we provide free assessment for candidates. We also provide feedback for them. All right, thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.